Much peace to you guys and welcome. Today's topic is interesting. It's about duality, polarity, and really the dual nature of all things. Okay, and I believe that we must learn to understand polarity in order to evolve. Okay, this means that there may be good, there may be bad, but you have to go beyond these things. Okay, you have to see things from the bird's eye view. You have to step into your higher nature. Okay, so life brings you challenges and they may seem negative, but what I'm realizing is the fact that the positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin. Okay, so realize that you are where you need to be, and if something negative happens to you, learn to shift your perception. Okay, learn to shift how you actually see that thing. It's about facing your fear. It's about shifting your mind. It's about learning to increase your frequency. It's about seeing the positive in all things. Because I believe that the truth of the universe is actually love, okay? And even what seems to be negative is still a reflection of love, okay? So realize that in essence, there is no failure. You cannot really fail at life, okay? So realize that your soul is not designed to fail. It's more likely designed to learn from each experience. Okay, so get to extract the gift of even a negative experience. That is how to evolve. That is how to really become the alchemist. That is how to learn to transcend your inner state of consciousness. Okay, so, in essence, you may attract negative experiences because you are in a lower vibration. And the law of correspondence reminds us that as within, so without. So, the more that you shift what is happening inside, the more that you are stepping into your true nature, into your authentic self, is the more that you have the power to actually increase your frequency to the next level. You have the power to co-create and attract a different outcome, something that is more in alignment with who you really are. Okay, now don't get me wrong, if you feel something negative, if you feel depressed, if you feel in a lower vibration, you don't have to run away from it. You have to embrace it so you can actually change it. Okay, so whatever you accept, you have the power to transform. And yes, life is not perfect. Sometimes you go in a lower vibration. Sometimes you experience darkness, pain, and suffering. But everything will heal itself at the right moment, at the right time. Okay, so you need to have patience. You need to understand that if you want to really be happy and authentic, you also need to understand your lower nature, your sadness, and your depression. So the universe is a game of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has its own opposite. And what I've realized in my own journey was the fact that I needed both in order to evolve. Okay, I needed both in order to evolve. I also needed to understand my shadows and my imperfections if I wanted to step into my higher vibrational nature. Okay? So realize that it's all about a process of alchemizing yourself. It's all about the process of making the best out of the worst. It's all about the process of purifying your energy so you can increase your vibe to the next level. So you can create the life that you want to experience from within. Okay? So it's all about what is happening within yourself. And even the law of attraction reminds us that what we believe to be true, we will actually attract. Okay? So learn to change your mind. Learn to shift your thoughts. Learn to shift your energy, your feelings, and you will see a different manifestation into your own life. It's all happening in relationship with you. The more that you change what is happening inside, is the more that the outer world will actually respond. Okay, so don't deny polarity, don't deny duality, but accept it instead and see the fact that you're actually beyond it. Okay, so when you embrace both the positive and the negative, you realize that they're actually two sides of the same coin. Okay, they are not separated. They are only vibrating at different frequencies. Okay, so hatred is a lower vibration of love. Okay, so realize that if you are experiencing a lower vibration, you have to become aware of it. You have to transform it. You have to accept it. You have to change it into something that you actually prefer, you know? So everything is dual. Everything is dual. Everything has its own opposite. And you need to embrace both in order to evolve. You need to embrace both in order to become your greatest version. Okay? So another thing would be love yourself unconditionally. Okay? If you really want to evolve, you have to change the relationship that you have with yourself. You have to love even your flaws and your imperfections, your shadows, your negative side. Okay? The alchemist loves himself. The magician loves himself 100%. It's all happening in your relationship with you. You have to forgive yourself. And what I'm realizing is the fact that the moment that I'm forgiving my past experiences, the moment that I'm embracing them, the moment that I accept them, is the moment that I actually have the power to forgive others. Okay, so the moment that I stopped judging others was the moment that I stopped judging myself. And yes, I'm still working on it. I'm still not perfect. And I still have shadows myself. I still have imperfections myself. But what I'm realizing is the fact that it's an opportunity for growth and expansion. It's an opportunity for me to step into my highest nature, into who I really am deep down, into my soul, into my vibration, into the way that I choose to express myself. Okay? So understand polarity. It's a beautiful thing. And when I'm saying accept the negative, I'm not saying express negative into the world. What I'm saying is get to heal yourself. Okay, get to heal your shadows. Get to heal your imperfections. Get to accept even your disaster. So you can actually accomplish what you want to experience. Okay, so there is a saying that says that in chaos there is great order. Okay, so realize that in your darkest times you have the opportunity to evolve at a high speed. You know, in your darkest moments you become who you really are. So realize that the purpose is about embracing everything about yourself, even your imperfections, even your hatred, even your jealousy, even your negative way of perceiving yourself and perceiving life. You have to embrace it and change it. The more that you accept it is the more that you actually change it. Okay, so become the alchemist today and see what happens. And you do this by understanding polarity. You do this by understanding duality and the dual nature of all things. The positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin. And you don't have to run away from a negative feeling. Okay, you have to express yourself. If you're mad, be mad. If you're sad, be sad. But also don't live too much in that sadness. Okay, so realize that you are always evolving. Life is an opportunity for evolution. Life is an opportunity and life is always changing. And you have to have the ability to change. Okay, you have to learn to merge with life in the way that reflects your true nature, in a way that represents who you want to be. Okay, so allow yourself to change, enhance your creative power, silence your mind and step into your feelings, open your heart to love and see what happens. Okay. So yes, there is polarity in everything. There is left and right, up and down. There is positive and negative. You have to learn to really dance with all kind of feelings, with all kind of states of consciousness. You have to really love every single part of yourself in order to evolve. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. And if you're into my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, you're appreciated for that. And like always, see you on what is coming up next. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, there is polarity in everything. You have to learn to accept also maybe the negative sometimes, because life is not perfect. But as within, so without. So change what is happening inside, change your perception, and you will see how the outer world will change as well. Much peace to you guys, namaste to you, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. Much peace and see ya.